Damn, there's only 11 people. Either I'm really being shadow banned on YouTube and they're not sending out the things, or people don't fuck with me the way they say they do unless I'm talking about certain shit. I don't know, but I don't give a damn. Shout out to the 12 people that's up in here, and I'm just gonna talk to these 12 people. What's good, y'all? Hey, Universal Goddess. Hey, Minky, how you doing, baby? You got your notification? Well, that's what's up. Hey, Nitwit, how you doing, boo? I know I decided to do this like live because I don't know. I like better when I'm interacting with y'all. I tried the whole, you know, pre-recorded thing, and I don't know. And besides, the few of y'all, because there's only a few, like it better when I'm out loud, laughing in color or whatever. So, hey, here we go. But afternoonage, y'all, afternoonish. I just got finished watching this episode. I meant to give it to y'all yesterday, but I had a lot going on yesterday. Y'all know I had to sit down to the dialysis girl. I passed out afterwards. I don't even want to talk about that. So I just had a lot going on yesterday. And the last thing on my mind was getting up here doing this. But it's a better day. I feel a lot better. I'm a lot stronger. And I said, let me go on ahead and put this out. Cause later I gotta do Heart and Hustle Houston, and I still gotta watch Bell Collector. I'm sitting here under the dry listening. Gotta be cute for Chris and Usher tonight. You going to the Chris and Usher concert? Child. Okay, point of advice, because I don't know if you married or not. Don't lose your husband by fuck around with Chris Brown, okay? Because he calling hoes on stage, messing up their damn relationship. This one lady got put up out her house and put up out her marriage, mess around with Christopher Maurice Brown, so don't you do it. And don't accept no cherries from Usher Raymond. And that's my point of advice to you. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, Minky, but don't say ain't nobody try to warn you. Okay, don't say ain't nobody try to warn you. Don't say ain't nobody try to tell you nothing, because that's not lie. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing better too. Listen, I thought I was just resting my ass. Girl, I passed out yesterday. I said, I know y'all fucking lying. The nurse said, you look so pale. I said, bitch, I know you fucking lying. Like, it was just so much going on yesterday. Y'all was not on my mind. I just wanted to chill out. Nah, I'm good. I'm looking from afar. Good. Okay. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Because Christopher Maurice Brown is ruining people marriages and relationships, and we ain't got no time for that, me. But look, this episode's good, honey. This dare I say I'm enjoying this a lot better than Love Island, because see, a Love Island got a lot going on with it. With this, we just dealing with these couples. We ain't got to necessarily worry about nobody new coming in, and we could just see how these couples are interacting with one another. So I'm actually really enjoying this a lot more than I am, well, than I did with Love Island. Like, it's interesting, but I could deal with this a lot more better. It's a lot more controlled than Love Island. You know what I mean? So I'm actually enjoying this. Thank you, Meek. I appreciate you for your cash out, baby. One. Thank you, Meek. I appreciate you, boo. I'm surprised you got something to send. Cause I heard them Usher and Christopher Maurice Brown tickets as high as a damn condo. So I definitely appreciate it, boo. I get started at the 10-minute mark. We 8 minutes and 40 seconds in. So, and I ain't in no rush. I still got to give YouTube time to let everybody know I'm here. Well, whoever decides to come and watch. Because, girl, I got some things to say back this episode and some of these folks. Okay, I got some things to say back this episode to some of these folks. That's another reason why I'm glad I came live. Yeah, girl, I heard they was selling tickets. The cheapest one was like $600 or something. I said, I know you fucking lying. Now look, I love Christopher Maurice and I love Earth Shireen. I love them down, but girl, I got their albums. I could just listen to their albums. Okay, I could just listen to their albums and turn it into a concert. I paid $265 for mine. My cousin gets discounts. She worked for NBI. Well, luckily for her. Luckily for her. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. Married at First Sight. This is season 20, episode 6. Felipe and Tori did the do. Okay. Felipe and Tori was knocking boots, girl. They knocked boots, child. I think they was the first one. I think it was the first couple this season that done knocked boots, girl. They knocked the boots, honey. But child, she wound up regretting it down to the end of it. And she said won't nothing dealing with him or whatever. I ain't got no choice but to believe it. But we'll talk about it when we get there, because that was the final of it. That was, the final part of the episode. But we'll get to that when we get there. So the couple's moving to their new homes. Cameron and Michelle cooked dinner, and Cameron says while they was at the airport, she genuinely had a good time with her, just laughing, and they had a great time with one another. And Cameron says that he never lived with a partner before, so he's excited to see how things go. Look, I bet. I bet with a lot of them, this is their first time actually living with a partner, which can be exciting when you actually know the motherfucker that you're living with. But this is completely different. So we're going to see how this goes. Like, I didn't expect, this is one critique, I didn't expect for the honeymoon to just be one episode. I really expected to like have maybe 2 episodes, 2.5 episodes of seeing them still in Mexico, whatever. It just seemed like it went so fast. Like we saw them one time, and then I think they was there for what, 4 days, 3 days, I think. And now we're seeing them in real life, in real time, living with one another, which is good. I'm not, that's how I wanted to be. But I just really thought like we was gonna see more of the couples down in Mexico and maybe see more like group sessions or group things with them. I don't know why I was expecting that, but I was. But it's okay. It's okay. You think Adam and what's her face knocked boots down to the honeymoon or the night after the wedding? You think so? I don't know. Maybe, maybe, you know, maybe. So Felipe and Tori talks about how fun Mexico was, but they're happy to start living their married life together, whatever. So Tori says the sex is very important, but they haven't had it yet. It's too soon for her, and it's just not her style. She feels like overall she needs to trust that person and she trusts him, but it's still way too early and she still wants time to get to know him. I mean, I guess, but then we see at the end of the episode, y'all done knocked boots. So, I mean, look, if y'all are sexual beings in nature, that's okay. Like, I feel like a lot of y'all are trying to play this good girl, good guy role, but at the end of the day, and I look, I could be totally wrong in my assessment. Okay, I really could be. I could be totally wrong in my assessment, but I feel like a lot of y'all thrive on sex when y'all with y'all partners and y'all like are sexual beings, but because y'all on this show and y'all just meeting these people, y'all don't really want to let that be known. But let that be known. That's interesting and that's real shit. Because to a lot of people, sex is very important. I'm a sexual person. Maybe not so much these days because what I got going on, I don't really be feeling like it like that. But beforehand, sex is very important to me. Make me feel wanted, make me feel loved, make me feel like, and I don't really necessarily feel like there's nothing wrong with that when you got a partner, when you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I don't feel like there's necessarily nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? That's just me. But y'all let me know down in the comments, like how important is sex to y'all in a relationship? To me, is very important. And I don't mix words when it comes to that. To me, sex is very important. If I'm with you, I want that. I do. I want it. I need it. I crave it. And I want it because it's from the person that I actually like or love or I want it from like that. But y'all let me know. So Nikki and Sean. So Nikki says that they had the cutest moment down to the airport, but every day there's some other conflict that hits her like a ton of bricks, and she tells him that she thinks he's more of the problem than she is, and that day was evident of that. Sean says the conversations have been very volatile. He doesn't think that it's just one sided. He says that it's the both of them. She says that he was nasty and he told her that she was crazy and she didn't like that. And she says that they need the professionals' help and she asks him to sleep down to the couch. Let me tell you something. Ain't no way in hell I'm sleeping on no musty ass couch. I'm not sleeping on some musty ass couch that you was letting silent but deadlies in. I'm not doing that shit. If you feel the need that you don't want to be around me that bad, you put your bitch ass on the damn couch, okay? Or make you a pallet on the floor like Sounder. I don't know what to tell you, but Sean, you much better than I whatever. You a much better woman than I will ever be, Sean. Because Nick Nat Paddywhack would not have put me on nobody's couch. She wouldn't have. Sorry. Like I'm not compromising on that. I ain't sleeping on no funky ass couch, bitch. And here's the thing about it, Nikki. I don't believe that it was just a Sean thing. I do believe that you the one that probably came off nasty to him because you're not attracted to him. So because you're not attracted to him, however you say things is just how you said it. Then he talked about how he felt like you was towering over him. Nikki, when you're standing over a person, that can come off volatile. It can. It can. And it can make you come off a little crazy because why is you standing over me trying to get your point across? Like, I feel like that would make anybody feel away. I do. Listen, I understand that Nikki may not be the most attracted to Sean, and that's okay. She doesn't have to be. It's a personal preference. That's all well and good. But just because you're not attracted to a person, that doesn't mean that you could treat them any old kind of way. And to be honest with you, Nikki, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you. Because you're not physically attracted to him, you feel as though you could treat him or talk to him any old kind of way. And don't get me wrong. Did Sean come off a little strong? Hell yeah, he did. I still feel like somebody there owed him a favor, and that's how he got up here. But the way that you be treating him sometimes, It's a lot, Nikki. Like, you can come off really rude. You can. You could come off really rude, Nikki, because you're not attracted to him. And because Sean is so docile and because he's so damn submissive. Listen, two truths can reside under the same domicile. I tell y'all that all the time. While Sean can be a little feisty, Nikki is rude. She is. Nikki is rude. And Nikki does give that crazy type. Sorry, you may not like the verbiage, but oh well, bitch. Oh well. You can come off a little. I can see the craziness in you. I can. I can. I can believe Sean when he said that you were standing over him, probably pointing your finger at him, trying to tell him about himself. I can totally see you doing that. Moving on. But I ain't sleeping on no funky fart infested ass couch. Sean, you way better than me. If she couldn't be around you like that, you should have told her to put her ass on that damn couch. I ain't sleeping on no motherfucking couch. You better learn how to start speaking up for yourself. Moving on. Marissa and Adam. So Adam takes Marissa down to the lake house and then they get on the jet skis. Won't too much with that girl. Moving on. Caitlin and Devin have dinner. Caitlin asks Devin what does he like / hate doing around the house. He says he don't mind doing the kitchen, but he hate cleaning the bathroom. Me too. I hate cleaning the bathroom because the bathroom is the nastiest place to anybody's house. That's why that's always the last thing that I do. No tea, no shade, but the bathroom has always been the very last thing that I clean. Everything else I do just fine. Kitchen, living room, hallway, bedrooms, I'm cool with that. But the bathroom, oh God, I hate it. That's why I let the tub soak. I let the bathroom so I put in my Ajax. I let that sit. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how black folks do, girl. Make up my concoction, put it all in the stew, the sink, and all of that. And I let that shit marinate. And then I clean the rest of the house. Okay. And then the bathroom be the very last thing that I do because I'm just ready to get it over with. So I'm on his side when it comes to that. Devin, one thing that I noticed about you was that you're a very needy partner. Okay. Devin, you are a very much so needy partner. Like you just need so much from the person that you with, and that's just not Caitlin. It is not. Caitlin got her own things. Caitlin got her own life. Caitlin want her own space sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like Devin, you really didn't strike me as the needy type, but you are. You're very needy. Like you just need her to be there. You need her to be up under you. You need to be up under her. You need to be touched. You need to be kissed. You need to be talked to. You need to be this, that, thing, and the other. And I'm gonna tell you, that's a killer for me. That is a relationship killer for me because I'm a Pisces. I'm sensitive. There, I do got my times where I want to be around you, but then I have my times where I want to be by myself. I want it to be just me. I don't want to look at your face. I don't want to touch you all the time. I don't want you touching me all the time. I don't want to kiss all the time. I don't want to cuddle all the time. I don't want to snuggle up all the time. Sometimes I just want to be me. I want to be around my friends. I want to, and it's just that. Like Devin, you're very needy. And that's just not Caitlyn. So y'all are gonna have to figure out a way to like deal with one another. So the expert sessions. So Courtney and Nick were asked, do they feel like they're compatible with one another? They lie and say that say yes. Courtney says that she loves physical touch, but she hasn't gotten to that feeling with Nick yet. Nick says that he's not sure if she's attracted to him yet. And when asked about any turn-offs, he says that She says that he's not a handyman. He says that he doesn't have any turnoffs, but he wishes some things were different, like a flirty warmth that just isn't there yet. Courtney, I'm gonna need for you to speak up and speak out. Because Courtney, it's like you try not to hurt his feelings, but why? Like that's the purpose of the sessions. For you to get off your chest how you're really feeling. And I don't feel as though you're doing that yet, Courtney. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like you were very forthright with how you feel. You feel a way about the fact that he's been on other dating reality shows. You do. You feel a way about that. That makes you feel a way because you don't know whether he's here because he really likes you or whether he's trying to get another 15 minutes of fame. And you feel as though he's boring because he's boring you. Like that's the purpose of the sessions, Courtney, for you to just be honest and let that be known. And I don't feel as though you was very forthcoming in that. I don't. I don't, Courtney. I don't. Like, and you talk a lot. Like somebody said that you got ADHD, and I believe it because I can tell. And you do overthink a lot. You do. You really do. You overthink a whole lot. But I don't feel like you was very forthcoming. You should have just been honest and say, look, I don't know if he's really into me the way that he say he does. I really feel like he's just here because he loves the fact of being on TV. It's just another gig for him. And he's boring as hell. You should have just said that. Like, listen, the only way this is going to work is if y'all are open and honest in y'all sessions. Quit worrying about feelings. Be open and honest with how y'all feel. That's the only way that I feel like this is going to work. Whatever. Moving on. Bella and Mecca at home making dinner. Bella says that living with Mecca has been fun. She says that she's going to flirt with him and show him that she likes him, but the ball is in Mecca's court. She's not chasing no man. I feel like this. Women, there's nothing wrong with making the first move. There's nothing wrong with initiating anything. Like, I feel like that should go both ways. I do. Because y'all are still new and getting to know each other, he's trying his best to respect his boundaries. So if you want more of the physical, Bella, there's nothing wrong with you initiating that. Maybe that will make him feel a lot more comfortable with maybe initiating things with you. Because if you're showing him that you don't mind that, then there's going to be some times where he don't mind pulling you a bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Okay, shout out to Brandy. Like, because he's trying to be a gentleman. Like, I really wish y'all women would get up out of that feeling as though, like, oh, well, I can't be the one to make the first move. Why? Sometimes if you be that vulnerable and show that to a man, then a man will make the first move a lot more because he is the man. You get my drift? Because I like them. I like them a lot. And I feel like they're doing things the right way, but it's very obvious that she's expecting more physically. So if that's the case, show that. There's nothing wrong with that, Bella. And it's not you chasing him. I would love for you to get out that aspect too. It's not you chasing him. You showing him that you're interested isn't a chase. You're doing just that. You're showing him that you're interested. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong when women do that. I mean, it's not. It's not. Bella talks about her dad and how she met him. And when they first met when she was 20, he asked for a DNA test. And then it came back that he was his daughter. Listen, your daddy is a fuck nigga, Bella. Sorry to tell you. But your daddy is a fuck nigga. Your daddy didn't mind fucking your mama the first time he met her down to the club unprotected. But now he minds being your dad. Now, I don't know. Your dad is just a fuck nigga to me. Um, And if I was you, at this point in my life, I wouldn't even want a relationship with him. I wouldn't because you're 20. You made it through life. You made it to your 20s without, and that's perfectly fine. It is. I don't feel like nothing about your dad would ever change. So there's just no reason to go through that, in my opinion. And then Mecca talks about, the first time he saw his mama when he was 21 after 16 years. Look, that's something that y'all could go through and work out together. But Mecca did say he got mommy issues. Listen, Bella, don't try to be his mama because you can't. Don't try to be his mama. Just be his girl, and y'all will be just fine. Moving on. Tori takes Felipe wine tasting. Tori tells him that she's not a very open, vulnerable, in touch with her feelings type of person. Um, but she likes the fact that Felipe is. So, hopefully by being with him, she could learn to be more open and more vulnerable with her partner versus feeling like, she got to go through the trenches by herself. And then she talks about finding out how her mom had cancer and that, she's better now. She had the surgery, is in remission, and, things is good with her now. To be honest, I like Tori and Felipe together. I do. And to be real, I like Felipe. I really didn't know how I was gonna feel about Felipe at first, but I really like Felipe. I do. Like I feel like Felipe here for the right reasons, and I do feel like he's gonna try to be the best that he can be for Tori. Like I believe him when he says that he wants something real. I can believe it. I like Felipe. I can see the allure to Felipe, even though he still give me Wario little brother. I can see the allure to Felipe because he's real goofy. He real goofy. He's really charismatic. He's a talker. He is in touch with his feelings. I like the fact that he was real about his cheatation. He kept it real with it and said, look, I did do it one time. Like, I like Felipe. I really do. And I hope that they're able to work with one another because I think they're cute together. Felipe grew on me. He did. He grew on me too, half pint. No. Half pen. He grew on me too. He really did. I like Felipe. So Caitlin and Devin have their first expert session, and Caitlin comes in looking completely over it. All right. And Dr. Lisa notices it. Yeah, it was hard not to notice because she came in with a rest the bitch face. I said, God damn. Did y'all argue on the way there? Like, what's going on? Listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Caitlin and Devin aren't going to make it. And I don't feel like we need to try to make fetch happen when it comes to them. That's how I also feel about Sean and Nikki. I don't feel like we need to try to make fetch happen for them because it's just not going to happen. Devin is a needy partner. And I just don't feel like that's going to work for Caitlin. While I do feel like Caitlin enjoys cuddling and kissing and everything like that, she doesn't need that every day. She doesn't need that every hour on the hour. You know what I mean? And I get it because I'm the same way. It doesn't mean that we don't love the person that we with. It doesn't mean that we don't want that with that person. We just don't have to have that every single day, every single hour, every single minute. You got to touch me. You got to tell me I'm beautiful. You got to do this, that thing, and the other. Like, I'm the same way. There are some times where I just want to be by myself. And because he's so needy and I don't feel like he's gonna change on that. I don't. I don't feel like he's gonna change on that. I feel like that's just naturally Devin because of things that he went through in his past. Sorry. I don't see it for Caitlin and Devin. I thought I did, but Devin is too needy. And that's just not Caitlin. And I just don't see them making it. I don't. I really don't. I do not see them making it. Now, I mean, it's cute that they're trying or whatever. And, Dr. Lisa gave them some good advice. But even with that, I just do not see them making it. I don't. I really don't. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Caitlyn and Devin. But for me, they don't need to make fetch happen. They just don't. They do not need to make fetch happen. I do not see it for the both of them making it. I don't. Moving on. Nikki and Sean getting ready for bed. Sean thanks her for letting him back into the bed, and Sean apologizes for how things went at the airport. Again, while I do feel like Sean got his own little agenda going on, because they're another one that I just don't see making it at all. They're another couple that I feel like they're trying to make fetch happen. Sean, to be honest with you, I still feel like everything that you're gonna do and everything that you're gonna say is gonna annoy her because she's not attracted to you. She's not. I feel like even if you come off as nice as you possibly can, it's not gonna be enough for her. It's gonna wind up still being your fault, and you're just gonna be back on the couch again because she's not that into you. She's not. I really feel like if Sean was everything physically that she wanted, even the things that he did in the moment, it wouldn't be a big deal to her. She wouldn't have took it the way that she did. But because she's just not attracted to him, everything that he says and does is going to be a problem. She's not going to like it. She's going to feel like this. She's going to feel like that. My personal opinion. And she's going to come off rude about it because she's just not that into him. That's just me. Could I be wrong? Perhaps, but I doubt it. And Sean, you's a much better person than you's a much better woman than I would ever be because there's no way in hell I would have slept on that funky ass couch. If she don't want to be around me, she just would have had to been the one to sleep on the couch or the guest bedroom, or like I said, make a pallet on the floor and sleep on the head and sleep by the head of the bed like Sounder. I would not have slept on that damn couch. So Tori and Felipe knocked boots, girl. Okay, they knocked boots. And Tori says that afterwards she had a strong dose of flight, and it was like the bedroom was suffocating her, but it had nothing to do with Felipe or the sex or anything he did. But she felt like it was a high dose of vulnerability that she wasn't ready for, so she slept on the couch. And that was basically the end of the episode. I don't know what's going on with Tori. Maybe Tori really never had a one night stand. But Tori, this isn't a one night stand. This is your husband. All right, Tori. Like, I think you making way too much of it. Okay, because if you didn't want to have sex, you wouldn't have had sex. So I don't necessarily think it's because of that. I think you getting in your own head a little bit. If you ask me, I personally feel like you getting in your own head and you making it just a little bit too much about it. Um, I felt like you and him was gonna have sex eventually. And I honestly feel like whether it happened now or months into the damn thing, you probably would have felt the way. But that's only because you in your own head felt like it's a one night stand because he's a stranger still. But I kind of honestly felt like Tori, it happened naturally. So just get up out your head about it, girl. Ain't no big deal. He don't feel no type of way about you. He don't feel like you some slut bucket or nothing like that. So you shouldn't feel that way about yourself, Tori. I do. I honestly feel like you getting in your head a lot. I do, Tori. I feel like you getting in your head a lot and you making it too big of a thing. Just live in the moment. It's okay. It's okay. You lived in the moment. It felt good. I know it did. It felt good. And you didn't mind doing it. So, and it's okay, Tori. It's okay. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Well, shout out to Tori and Felipe, honey. Felipe got the pussy and Tori got the dick. Tori, I love to know, how was it? Is it what I think it was in my head? Because y'all know when it comes to the Caucasian man, I feel like it's short, stubby with a pink head. And he Brazilian, so it might be a case of uncircumcisionist with it. But let me know, Tori, because I could be all wrong in my assessment. Okay, I could be all I could be all wrong in my assessment, Tori. But let me know if you should ever see this. Let me know in the comments. Is it what I think it was, or do he got something down there? Is he working with something and it was good? You just felt weird about it because you still trying to get to know him. So it really ain't had nothing to do with sex. It was just that you really didn't know him like that. Uh, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Thus far, I still don't see it for Adam. I don't. Some about Adam still gives me the ick, and I don't trust Adam. I don't see it for Caitlyn and Devin. Only because Devin is a needy partner, and that is just not Kate. I really hope Tori don't ruin this because she's in her head about having sex with Felipe. I really hope she don't because I kind of do like them together. I do. I like Tori and Felipe together. I feel like they really can make something work. She just got to get out of her head. I wish Courtney would speak up more. Now, next episode, it looks like they're about to have a hard conversation, which I'm cool with it. But girl, I'm gonna need for you to speak up. Speak up for yourself and speak up for what you want, what you're looking for, and what you're not getting. Because I just didn't feel like you did that in the session. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We had over 20 some people. I feel like as I review the show more people will come because it's not like the people aren't watching it. They are. I'm new to this still. I'm still new to the algorithm. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna enjoy it. Who's ever here will be here. It'll grow. It'll grow once more people see me doing it and I'm in the algorithm more. It'll grow. Hopefully, I get a new audience, gain a new audience up off of this because I'm actually really enjoying it. I am. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's not a chore for me to watch. I'm caught up, so that's the best thing. Hey Nikki, you're gonna have to red ball it back, baby, because I'm finished. But thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to me. Okay, shout out to Mickey Pinky for the Cash App. I totally appreciate you, baby. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for the likes. I totally appreciate y'all for that. I hope to see y'all tonight at 9:15 for Hard and Hustle Houston. That's gonna be tonight at 9:15. I already got the link made for that. Chasing LA was late. Okay, they was late uploading the episode, which I don't know why they're still having that problem after all these many years later, but they was late. I'll probably watch that either tonight or tomorrow, but y'all will get that either tonight or tomorrow. I already got the link made for Real Housewives of Atlanta for tomorrow night at 10:15 p.m. Make sure that y'all are there for that. The Whether You Like It or Not panel is going to be Monday night at 8:30. We starting the cycle again. We're going to be around there at Scotty's. So make sure that y'all are there for that. If all hearts and minds are clear, that's it. That's all. I don't have no more. Make sure to like, share, hype up this live when they allow you to do it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Share this if you have a YouTube channel. Share this if you have an Instagram. Share the link. Let the people know that I'm here and that I'm doing this. Okay. I'm really enjoying the season thus far. I really hope you guys are enjoying the reviews. I'm doing the best that I can. I love you guys. I love on you guys. And yeah, until later on tonight, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Amen. Until later on, Gert. Bye.